Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. Not going anywhere. YouTube fame. No, that was not a hiccup. That was planned. Anyway. Did y'all watch RuPaul's Drag Race this week? Okay. So here's my issue number one with RuPaul's Drag Race is that it's on Friday evenings. And I think that the reason why they did it, well, I don't really know why they did it, but I'm sure it's a good starter on Friday nights in gay bars, but for me, it is really screwed up because that's date night for Alex and I, and we typically always go out to eat. And so we always plan on coming home and watching RuPaul's Drag Race later, but then we're so tired that we don't, all right? So then Saturdays, we do things separately, and Sundays, we do things together. So at this point, we're typically watching RuPaul's Drag Race together on Sundays or Mondays, which means I'm not getting to do my review for 3 or 4 days when I want to get it up right away. And yesterday, I had asked Alex, I was like, will you do the review with me? Because I said I was going to, and he was like, yeah, I would love to, that'd be fun. And then I fell asleep on the couch after RuPaul's Drag Race, very shortly after, because I'm a little bored with this season, you guys. Okay, I mean, hands down, this is probably currently one of my top 5 favorite shows, and I'm literally so bored with it. It's I don't know. I'm trying to stick in there and get my favorites and all that kind of stuff. So I said to Alex, much like when I was a little kid and my mom and I would watch beauty pageants. Did you watch beauty pageants? I love beauty pageants so much. I love drag pageants. I love any kind of pageant. And when I was growing up, my mom and I would watch Miss America, Miss USA together, and then we would write down all of the states and we would rank them 1 through 10, where we thought they were, and then we would pick our top 10 and whatever. I always could pick top 3. So if you want to know who top 3 is in any pageant to this day, probably not me today. I'm not as good as I used to be about it. But I don't know, my mom, it was so funny because she would tell her friends that when I was 10. She'd be like, Peter can always pick top 3 at Miss America. One of the proudest achievements my mother ever had of me, right? So anyway, I said, wouldn't it be really fun if we wrote down everybody and then when they come out and they do the challenge, what we think for this and what we think for that, and who we think's in the top and who we think's in the bottom and blah, 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 blah. And Alex was like, for your video or just to do it for fun? And I said, no, just to do it for fun, but then we could comment on it on the video. And he was like, I mean, if you want to do it for the video, that's fine, but I just have just as much fun just sitting here. I was like, and he goes, oh, and I'm kind of hungry for some ice cream. Well, we didn't go have ice cream yesterday, but I was really craving Cold Stone. So this is not sponsored by Cold Stone Creamery. I wish they were, although I probably ballooned to 400 pounds. Anyway. I did keep notes yesterday, and the last 2 reviews that I've done, I did not keep notes, and so I would kind of forget things that happened. So I did keep notes for this week, and I'm gonna keep notes going forward, and I'm gonna rank my top and all this kind of stuff. So I gave them a score, each of them out of 10, and I have to tell you, I was a little generous, I think. So let's just start right into this, okay? So, these are in no specific order. I literally wrote them down as I remembered them off the top of my head, which is really funny because number one, the number 1 queen that I remembered. So if somebody says to you, what are the 10 top favorite outfits you own? The number 1 outfit is your favorite all-time outfit because it's the one you remember right away, right? So isn't it funny that as I'm listing these queens, listen to the order that I listed them in. Valentina, Kimora Black, Aja, Charlie Hides. And it was funny I was remembering the week before and what they wore when I did it. So anyway, let's talk about Valentina. I'm trying to think back on, how they looked and these, all this kind of blah, 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 blah. Okay. So I thought that she looked absolutely gorgeous. So if you didn't watch it yet, as you know, I spoil everything. They were supposed to come out as some kind of fairy princess and have a story. The story wasn't as important as... I think not. The story was just as important as the outfit. I think some of the gals missed that, okay? And then they had to have a sidekick, which with some of them didn't make any sense whatsoever, and with others, it was real cute. So anyway, so Valentina comes out, and she's this ice princess, and all this kind of stuff, and she has this little, Tinkerbell looking thing with her, and she looked absolutely gorgeous. I mean, she is gorgeous. Boy, girl, gorgeous. And they loved her, right? And what was so funny is that we're going to talk about Aja in a second, who is in the bottom 2. But Aja's made absolutely no sense whatsoever, and Michelle Visage called her out on it. But what was so interesting is if you watch the Untucked, Aja, goes off on Valentina, and she's like, she can't do anything wrong. They come out, and they're like, your smile's pretty, your hair's pretty. I mean, she was, really bitter at Valentina. And Valentina's like, I'm not even going to comment on that. She did nothing wrong, right? And they're she's just pissed because she's done drag for 10 months and she's just kind of got it. Like, she's creative and she's smart and whatever. I mean, and don't we all know those queens that like right out of the gate, like just are incredible? Like, but then we know the queen that's been trying for like Miss Continental for 10 years and you're like, girl, this might not be your gig, you know, I'm just saying. I wish you the best, but, you know, I don't know. Maybe try Miss Gay America or something. So anyway, but like Valentina, like she kind of knows what she's doing. She's very smart and she always picks what she shot. Now I will tell you that although I gave her an 8, I gave her an 8 based on her looks. I did not think that her costume du jour was like anything like super entertaining. Princess Story. Her Princess Story was okay. It wasn't that great. The next one was Kimora Black, who backstage explained herself as Tarzan's second wife, which would have been really cute if she had done that, but she didn't. She came out, she looked sexy down. I mean, Kimora Black is gorgeous in drag and out of drag as well. And she looked so good, right? And she even said, well, so anyway, she gets kicked off. She and Aja on the final two, and we'll talk about that in a second, but she gets kicked off, and at the end she goes, but I'm pretty. But, you know, like, we remember Michelle Visage saying back in the day, stop relying on your body, stop relying on the face, okay? Because the face ain't gonna win it. Now, we all like pretty queens. I do too. I love them, to be honest. But like, let's talk about Erica Andrews for a second, if you watch pageants, okay? Like, Erica Andrews was like a gorgeous, gorgeous queen, okay? But could entertain your ass off as well. I mean, she was phenomenal. And you wanna have that if you're gonna be, you know, the next drag superstar. You want to be all of it, right? And if you're not going to be like absolutely gorgeous and like Jinx Monsoon or Bianca Del Rio, who I'm not saying that they're not gorgeous, but like they have a more comedic look, then, you know, and I think Jinx has really like amped it up since she got off RuPaul's Drag Race, but then have something that's so good, so overpowering that people are going to fall in love with it. And Kimora Black is a pretty queen, but she's not over the top gorgeous, you know, and so anyway, there's that, and then she comes out and she eats these, I don't know, paper bananas or something. It was a whatever. I gave her a 3. Okay, so from Valentina at an 8 to Kimora Black as a 3. She just didn't get it. And she had this monkey that was talking like it didn't make any sense. And like her thing at the end was like, well, I don't know how to be a monkey. And RuPaul really laid into her because she said, it's been really hard for me to come out here without any padding, is what she said. And RuPaul's like, can we talk for a second about the difficulty it is to come out here without any padding? What? Okay, so then Aja, I said I didn't get it, but I actually gave her a 7 because she kind of owned it on stage, which I really thought, like, when she came out there, she explained herself as kind of like a banshee girl, like going out to the clubs, but like as a prince, it didn't make any sense. And when she explained it, Michelle Visage looks at all the other judges, she's like, did you get that? And they're like, no, we didn't get it. Oh look, somebody wants to say hi. It's Boo Radley! Hi, Boob. Who's your favorite queen, Boo Radley? Who? Tyra Sanchez. What have you been eating? You got something red there. He said Tyra Sanchez because she's so pretty. She looks just like Beyonce. Beyonce! He's such a sweet boy. Anyway, so she didn't really get it. Her wig looked like it was falling off. She's backstage bitching and moaning about how she's got her wig glued down. Her wig looked like this. It didn't even look like it was on. It didn't make any sense. She looked like the heat miser. I was so confused by the whole thing. They were all like, your makeup's all over top. Now, if you don't know what you don't know is a lot. Everybody and their mother has been coming. Bob, the drag queen, there was some video going around Shea Coulee put up about how Bob like shaded, everybody's so sensitive anymore, shaded Aja for her makeup. She paints harsh. She paints with a brick, baby, okay? Lipstick all the way up here. I mean, it's too much. It's too much, okay? Settle it down. You can't even see through the eyelashes. And I like her. I think she's real good, and I'll tell you why I think she's real good, okay? She backstage was like, no, I want to be in the bottom because I want to show them what a real drag show is all about. And let me just tell you, okay? Out of the past 5 seasons or something, Aja showed us a fucking drag show last night, or the other night. I mean, she won that lip sync for your life. Kimora Black didn't even know the words, girl. You didn't even know the words to the song, Kimora. Did anybody else catch that? We were like, Alex looked over at me, he goes, she didn't even know the words. I was like, oh no, we can go down the street and see that up at the local drag bar. But anyway, Aja knew the words. She owned that lip sync for your life. Look at him. I mean, he is such a drag queen fan. Anyway, let's get on to Charlie Hides. Boring gown. It was just very much a gown, and then she had these like headpiece things, sticks coming out. I didn't really get it. I gave her a 5. She was safe. No big deal though, her story was kind of whatever. Nina Bonina Brown, I gave her an 8, and Alex and I both agreed that we thought she would be in the top. We were really surprised that she was safe. She does this amazing face painting, and she had this like alien head on. She did the peach before, and then she did the alien head, and I'm like, and she comes out, she's doing all that Paris is Burning stuff, and I love that stuff. I eat it up all day long, right? And I was like, I cannot believe that all she got was an 8, or all she got was safe. Like, she deserved, and her story was good enough to be in the top. Pheromone. Well, if it wasn't for Eureka O'Hara, I don't even think she'd have a costume because Eureka helped her out with it anyway. I gave her a 5. She was boring as shit. She was in the bottom 3. She was Princess Pacifica, and none of it made sense, and she needs to pad, okay? She looked boy right now, and it just was, and she's so pretty in the face, and from here up, it was okay. I mean, from here up, it was gorgeous. This, I wasn't convinced. None of it, I thought, it looked all amateur hour to me. But I like her. Eureka O'Hara. I said her story was cute. I'm having a hard time remembering what she did. I gave her a 6, so she was safe. I don't even remember what she wore now. It'll come to me in a second. Oh, she was the sewer princess. I loved the story. The story was so cute, but like I felt like the costume wasn't like well conceived. Like I didn't think it was like all that. Like she had a rat and some roaches and stuff like that, but she could have been like over the top, okay? And I think that's part of my issue this season is none of these queens are like over the top, okay? Like, Trinity Taylor is a national title holder, all right? It's like Naisha Lopez last season or the season before, like, a Miss Continental, all right? And she comes out there in her drag, it was boring. Like, I'm so like, oh my God, like, you're letting a drag queen with 10-month experience come on the show and show all of you. I mean, and Valentina knows what she's doing. Now, I will say Trinity Taylor knows what she's doing too. And she showed herself this week that she was not just a pageant queen. And Michelle Visage noticed it. She wasn't afraid to be kooky funny. Her story was cute. The costume was cute. She deserved to win, hands down. Deserved to win, okay? So that's my thing with her. Shea Coulee, I gave a 5. Not Shea Coulee. Sasha Velour, I gave a 5. It was this real deep thing about being caged in. It was very artistic. I'm really worried. I think Sasha Velour's drag is amazing artistically. It's almost like, is it too distracting with Boo over here? But I think it's almost like performance art. Like, it's almost too much for the show. I hope it isn't lost on the show. Does that make sense? Shea Coulee, I gave a 5 too. It was boring. Trinity Taylor, I've already talked about. Alexis Michelle. Subway, fishy something. I gave it a 4. Her face, gorgeous. Alexis Michelle can really paint. Like, her face is gorgeous, okay? But the rest of it, like, boring. Amp it up, Alexis. Amp it up. Like, she could be a real contender on this show. Cynthia Lee Fontaine was Princess Cuculina. I am so tired of that cuckoo joke. She explains it in the story or in the show about how her mom said something. I gave her a 5. It's like, Cynthia, you've been here before. Come on, let's see what you can do. The Princess Cuculina thing, it was funny, but it was like, I mean, are you going to do it in every gig? I just wasn't. Peppermint, they went on and on and on about. They loved it. She had this, what do you call it? Pilot light as like her sidekick. That was cute. Her look was well conceived. It was like flames and all this kind of stuff. I was kind of bored with the whole story of it, to be honest with you. And yeah, so other than that, I just wasn't really thrown down by all of it. Now, I will say Trinity Taylor's story was absolutely adorable, and I gave her a 9, and I said funny and cute. So do you guys agree? Do you disagree? Who are your top 3? Who are your bottom 3? Leave it in the comment section below. I will say this. If you're going to be on RuPaul's Drag Race, and you know, Trinity Taylor said something that I thought was really profound. She said it to Aja on the show. She said, you know, if you're going to come on this show, you're coming on here expecting to be judged. You know that's going to happen. They're criticizing you to help you grow. I mean, it's not even criticism. I don't think she goes, they're giving you criticism to help you grow, right? So take what they're saying and learn from it. And you'll do well on the show. And it was like Aja could not hear it, right? She couldn't probably see it either because her eyelashes were so thick. But the thing that's really sad is that Aja is such a talented performer. She really showed it. Really, really showed how talented she is in the Lip Sync for Your Life. If she would just edit it down a little bit and be open to the criticism that they're giving her, the constructive criticism, she could be a real contender to win this show. And I think that's what Lady Gaga saw in her the first week when she related to her. But you have to remain teachable, and you have to, you know, remain humble and not let your arrogance and your pride get in your way. And, you know, maybe go to the queen that has 10 months of experience and say, what are you doing that I'm not doing? Like, what can I do that? Because I will say this, Valentina seems very, very nice. But girl, one thing, what happened to your eyebrow? Now, I know that drag queens love to shave half their eyebrows so they can paint it on. But she goes, this is the first time I paint my eyebrows. I hope it's the last, or shaving my eyebrows. I hope it's the last. RuPaul's like, why didn't you just shave the whole thing off? I was like, exactly. She is gorgeous. Anyway, that's all I have for this week. I'm super excited about next week. I'm gonna try to get them out sooner, you guys. A lot of people are saying they're enjoying these. Do you guys like these reviews that I'm doing? I mean, I love it. I love RuPaul's Drag Race. I eat it up. I love drag. You guys know that. It's so much fun to talk about. I watch all of the other YouTubers that do the reviews. All of you guys out there, I'm watching your reviews, and you guys are just, I love it. I wish there was like a group collab that we could all get together and talk about it, because I think it's so much fun. So anyway, I love you guys so much. Remember, I make daily content. Follow my daily vlogging channel, Peter Vlogs. It's listed below. Why not? It's free. And I'm real active on social media, so tweet me out, say, oh, you were completely wrong about Sasha, or I love Pheromone, or yeah, so-and-so needed to go, or whatever. So, and sashay away. Bye.